Hello everybody, I am Hickman and today I'm back with a brand new video. Today we've got quite a few things to talk about, so I'm going to try and get in as quickly as possible. This is more of a serious video, opposed to the sort of happy-go-lucky style that I try and adopt usually. I want to be very honest with you guys on this one. I'm not sure. I'm never sure when it comes to Doctor Who news, but this one has something really weird about me. I know everyone else is very excited about this, and I know everyone else is very positive about this, but I want to remain neutral, and I want to just get this out there, and I want to just talk about it, okay? And that is the air date. A lot of people are taking anything as fact nowadays, and I know it seems very likely. There is evidence supporting a lot of different dates, but the main chunk of evidence has come recently when on a website and in a magazine it was published that Doctor Who will be starting on Sunday, September 23rd. Now, we're going to talk about September 23rd in just a bit, but let's talk about that first in terms of Sunday. If it is September 23rd, it means that the show will have moved to a Sunday. Now, let's talk about that, because I've never really addressed that in a video before, because I just sort of passed it off as a load of rubbish. But now I've done my research, now I've done my time sitting about thinking about it properly, it actually kind of makes sense. Think about it. The end of the year is going to be a pretty tough time for Doctor Who. You have to bring this series back with a big audience and a big impact, and if you can't, then you're going to lose out. Quite frankly, that is how it's going to work. They need to do better than Series 10. Which shouldn't be hard, because Series 10 has had some of the lowest ratings in all of New Who. Some of, not all of them. Believe me, I'm not trying to knock it down. It was a great series and I absolutely love it. But the ratings have gone down. That's pure fact. Rebooting it is a big change and hopefully should work. If the show's good, it should work. But they want to try and make sure that they can get as many viewers as possible. How do you do that? Well, Saturday is a great prime time slot. Some people are saying that if you move it to Sunday, the BBC's just lost confidence in the show. That's not true. That is not true. That is a lie. That is a flat out lie. That is just not to be believed. It doesn't mean they've lost confidence. It means they're moving it around to hopefully get a better viewership on that specific show. Sunday night slots, I think, would work better. Here's why. Two big shows are starting at the end of this year, and they always do, and they always get a massive, massive viewership in comparison to Doctor Who. And that is Strictly Come Dancing and The X Factor. Massive, massive TV shows that are airing on Saturday nights through the rest of the year. Yeah, Doctor Who shouldn't go toe-to-toe with them. I think Doctor Who should try and remain its own thing. Try and get as much as it possibly can. If you don't want the show to be cancelled, then you need to give it more viewership, and the only best way to do that, really, in my opinion, is just take it to a Sunday. There's nothing big happening on Sundays for most TV shows. Yeah, there'll be TV shows on Sundays, of course there will. But Sundays are more free. I feel like Sundays haven't got the big players like Strictly Come Dancing, The X Factor, the list goes on. You haven't got the big players. You've got a nice Sunday night drama, and there's nothing wrong with that. Broadchurch was massively successful, and that aired on like a Monday or a Tuesday. That's a weekday. That shouldn't be getting views really, but it is because it's a good drama. Chris Chibnall, I believe, knows what he's doing. I think the BBC know what they're doing this time round. They're being very effective and different with the advertising campaign. They have some sort of new confidence with the show, I believe, and I feel like moving it to Sunday will be part of that. BBC America as well. Shows that air on Sunday, Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, Westworld. Game of Thrones and Westworld aren't having another season until next year, and The Walking Dead starts in like November, but I feel like the Doctor Who can compare to that. I feel like Doctor Who and Walking Dead have either equal or at least similar fan bases in terms of that. I feel Doctor Who may have more, but that's just because I'm following loads of Doctor Who accounts and subscribed to loads of Doctor Who accounts. The Walking Dead is popular, I'm fully aware, but it's been going on for so long now, I feel like some people are dropping out, myself included. I used to love the show, but I recently dropped out because I just found the story boring, that's all. My opinion, I'm not knocking you if you enjoy the show, don't worry. But my 2 cents on that is I feel like Sunday nights would probably be a better slot for Doctor Who, on reflection, on research. But here's the thing, people are taking very simple things as fact, and it might be fact. The 23rd date, it's the thing. I like it. I'd absolutely love it, and believe me, I would be so happy to be wrong. I'm going to try and knock 23rd of September down, because I don't want my audience to be disappointed. I don't want myself to be disappointed. Here's the thing, it's never confirmed until the BBC say something. Magazines have now been saying September for a while. There's a website that said it's going to be September 23rd, and now the magazine says September 23rd. Now, the website could be edited, and the magazine might have just taken from the website and other people sharing the news around. The magazine, off the top of my head, is the Sunday Times Culture magazine. That, God knows what that is, but it's obviously in the UK, it's obviously important. And I get this is practically confirmed at this point, and I probably will be wrong. But here's the way I think on it. Don't build your hopes up. This is the earliest possible date that they could air the show. And the reason for that is because if it was earlier, then the advertising campaign probably would have started by now. What worries me is we haven't had an air date reveal yet. We haven't had any more trailers since Comic-Con. No news, no nothing. All of the stuff has come from set photos and merchandise along the lines of calendars, annuals, figures, and cardboard cutouts. That's the most news we've had in the last few weeks. I feel like we're building up something big. I'm not talking about the TikTok teasers, we'll talk about that at the end. But realistically, I feel like that if it is 23rd, we're less than a month away now, I feel like we would have had the advertising campaign start by now. A month. I mean, a month should be enough to really get the message out there, hyping up the show. I don't know what they usually do with this sort of thing. I don't analyse the sort of dates and stuff. But I feel like cutting it less than a month is risky. That's why I'm partially not to believe in it, and mainly because that information for the magazine can be taken from anywhere. Anywhere at all. And I don't want people to be disappointed, because again, that's the earliest possible date. So realistically, it would make sense if it wasn't that date. So yeah, people have said the 29th, so maybe 30th if we're thinking Sundays now. That is entirely possible. I think still 29th, 30th, that's a good date that I want to kind of stick by. That's got some evidence towards it with the whole Christmas scheduling thing, with the whole book release things. It would make more sense to be closer to the beginning of October. And then you move into October. It can't be any later than the third weekend of October. But there's my thought. What if it's early October? Because then that could have made sense. I mean, all this time we've been talking about all this separate news in the magazine. We have had something official from the BBC. Delivers October. It was said back in February. We all threw it away as, that's a load of rubbish. That could mean something completely different. Yeah, I don't know. And that's the bottom line of it. No one knows. It is not confirmed that Doctor Who is coming back on the 23rd. It is not confirmed that it's coming back on the 29th or 30th. It's not confirmed that it's happening early October. But it is confirmed that it will be happening on one of those dates. Either the end of September or the beginning of October. We know it's just over a month away, or just under a month away, depending on what you believe in. Personally, all I would recommend at this point is do not get too excited, because you may be heavily disappointed. And I don't want anyone to be disappointed. That's the positive message I want to bring out there. I'm not trying to knock it down. I'll be more than happy to be wrong in this scenario. But realistically, I feel like just chill out, stop screaming on Twitter for just 5 minutes and actually think, maybe that isn't 100% true. Maybe something different might happen. Maybe the BBC got something else up their sleeve. Less than a month for an advertising campaign? That's unheard of. That is mental, especially when they're trying to get more viewership, especially when they're trying to really hit home. I know what they're trying to do with the whole advertising thing, keeping it secret, keeping the air date secret. The air date reveal's around the corner. We'll find out soon enough. Whether I was right, whether I was wrong, whether you are right, whether you are wrong, I don't know. I don't want to make predictions. I don't want to knock anyone down. Anyone getting excited over this is great, and I'm very, very happy for you. But please remember, try not to be too excited, because you may be disappointed. Anyway, quickly, let's talk about the BBC America TikToking. So BBC America are releasing exclusive teasers to their country, with sort of TikTok times a little bit of TikToking down, counting down type things. Realistically, it doesn't mean much. And here's the reason I think now. I got really excited about it first, put loads of stuff on the community tab, I talked about it on a video. But here's the thing, right? Here's the big thing. It's a BBC America exclusive. Do you think if they were going to release an air date, then they'd do it to the world? I think this could be anything. But here's something to take into consideration. The next teaser along should have been on the 25th. And there wasn't anything. And as of recording this on the 26th, we've still had nothing. And since recording this video, BBC America have put another teaser out. But it's a day late, and it has 4 ticks and not 3, knocking out the countdown theory that leaves pretty much everyone with nothing left now. There's no proper sufficient evidence to say that BBC America are going to drop anything big. It's probably just going to be a really small teaser. But there you go, back to the video. BBC America and BBC UK are completely separate entities, so it's nothing to do with the BBC UK if the BBC America want to make teasers. But it just depends. It just depends on what they're planning to do. I don't really know, and that's the thing, that's the basic summary of this video. I don't know what's going on, but here's kind of what I think might be happening. I think we're going to be getting an air date reveal around the corner, maybe early September, maybe like now, maybe it's going to happen today, I don't know, maybe, who knows, it could happen any time at this point, we're waiting on it, it's like a ticking time bomb. The air date could be any time from the 23rd of September till the 3rd weekend of October, and that's still confirmed, that is absolutely confirmed, but it's not confirmed which date in that. It could be any of them. It could be any of them, but my advice is try not to get too excited in case you get knocked down and then get depressed and stuff, because that's not what we want. We want to be happy about this. And I am happy. I'm very happy either way. Doctor Who's around the corner. I'm very, very excited. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Try and be civil, try and be nice, try and be, you know, whatever. I'd really, really appreciate it if you could just sort of respect the way I'm talking about this. I'm not trying to knock anyone's opinions down, etc. I'm just trying to be nice and genuine and just giving my opinion on this whole thing. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, comment below for any more suggestions in the future, subscribe if you haven't already, please do check out the store, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, Discord, all those lovely things down in the description below. And I will see you all next time. Have a lovely day. Bye bye!